gorgeous people. How are you? We haven't done like a chatty, let's catch up in a while. I wanted to come on here and say hello and just kind of hang out with you guys. I I've been getting a lot of DMs lately because not just here on YouTube, but I guess you don't really get DMs here on YouTube, but on social especially, of like, you're posting more. What's happening? You're all over my feed. I am posting more. I realized too that as a content creator, which I don't even use that word a lot. Like, that's kind of bizarre to me, but I guess that's the new way. I have kind of let things go for a while. Like, I had big gaps here and there, and as somebody who's now been on YouTube for 12 years, next week is my 12th anniversary, May 16th. Isn't that crazy? I was definitely one of those YouTubers that, because I'm kind of OG era, was relying on the fact that, oh, I'm an OG, I have so many subscribers, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's fine. And now the algorithm and the era of media, not just here on YouTube, but on social, has so totally changed that I'm like, oh, I'm getting lagging behind. Self-admittedly. I kind of was too, and a lot of legacy YouTubers talk about this. We relied too much on the fact that it worked before, you know? And the algorithm changes, society changes, and there's a whole new slew of people on here, on Instagram, on TikTok. Sorry, you're kind of moving around here. And I'm like, okay, I need to get my butt in gear here, because I can't just rely on what used to work. I can't just rely on my subscribers, because people change too, and you're allowed to like stay subscribed to somebody and not watch them. So all that to say, one of the things that I think I'm kind of passionate about now, that I realized even over the last couple weeks, I want to do much more like informal things like this. Like, my hair is wet, we're putting on makeup, let's chat. The editing and the cuts and the this and the that, like, is another thing of feeling like I had to. And does anybody have this feeling that sometimes you post things because you feel you have to? It can be a lot. So I want to do more informal. For example, like next week, I'm going to YAGP Finals, and I have a full schedule, and I want to vlog it. Like, let's do it. I'm teaching, I'm judging, I'm hosting both final rounds here on YouTube, all that kind of stuff. So it's like, what happened to that? And I have felt, especially in the last few months, that everything has to be so heavily processed and edits, and it's just, it gets exhausting. And I'm the type of person, because I'm a perfectionist, it's kind of like, well, then I'm just not going to do it. So anyway, we're figuring it out, y'all. Because now too, I started YouTube when I was 25. I am now 37. So I'm in a whole different place as well. And I think my other struggle especially the last year, is feeling like I still had to be and cater to the 25-year-old version of myself, or even 25-year-olds, or even teens or tweens, or, you know. And then when you start doing that, then it's performative. Then it's like, it's not authentic. And I have felt not authentic on YouTube for quite some time. And I want to get past that, because I'm now 37. I have lived a lot. I've had a lot of experiences, been through a lot. And it's like, no. So in my head, it's kind of like, now you're 37. This is Kathryn Morgan 2.0. Let's go back to our authentic self, just not as a 25-year-old. I'm now a 37-year-old. So I want to vlog YAGP. I want us to have like deep chats like this. Maybe I'm not going to do like crazy edits anymore. I don't know. Something that else occurred to me is maybe to do a second channel that's just all about aging. And you know, and y'all might laugh, but like, I'm 37, and I don't think this is something I have never spoken about on here, but I am very much into aging gracefully, and not only aging gracefully, but aging as me instead of aging as what people think I should be. So I've never had Botox. Wrinkles. Hello. There. This is the one my mom always is like, Katie, watch out. Never had Botox. I never had filler. And I really don't want to. I'm not opposed to it. If you want to do it, live your best life, you know? But for me, I don't know. I don't want to do it. Hang on, I'm going to sneeze. I don't want to do it. The big one for me is I don't want to inject that stuff in my face. I don't want to have to keep it up. I really don't want to have to keep it up. So it's kind of in this whole era of aging gracefully. And not only that, but like aging as me. Because in the ballet world, anybody who's been in this business, you have to fit in a box. You have to fit in the mold. And if you don't fit in the mold, you're cast aside. And we talked about this many, many times with body image and inclusivity in ballet. And I will continue to be a huge advocate for that and do my best there. But then when you get to be my age, you've kind of been in this position where you've tried to fit a mold for years. So all of a sudden you're like, who am I? And so it's learning to have a voice and have opinions. I am petrified of like ruffling feathers, and that's something I'm working through. And, you know, which is ironic coming from me, the kind of one who's been very outspoken in this world. But it's very hard for me, and it's how do you do it in a respectful way, and how do you do it authentically? So it's also been a moment of me finding my voice as a woman and finding my voice on the internet, on social media, and not being ashamed of having opinions and being authentic. And I think that's something that we need to teach women and teenagers and young girls specifically, is you can still be respectful without being silent. And so that's something I'm having to work through as well. So I think there's just so many things that I have been learning in my own life that I kind of want to share with you guys, because this is something we all struggle with, like finding your voice and not being a doormat. And I think as women, we've all been taught to, you know, be agreeable and just smile and nod. And it's like you can still have opinions, and you can still share your thoughts with the world. And it's finding that balance. It's finding that courage. It's finding that honesty. And it's okay. And we're all allowed to have opinions. And I think authenticity is so important nowadays. And so that's something I feel like I want to get back to in my content. I feel like I've been very lately, and I'm doing my best to, you know, the last 2 videos I did on here that were heavily edited, but the point and the 2 summer intensive videos, that was me just, again, being authentic, even though it was edited heavily. And that felt really good to just sit here and just be like, nope, this is how it is. Because the reason I started YouTube was to help people and help navigate this crazy world, and not just sit here and tell you, oh, it's perfect, and just, you know, like, just work hard and do your best and it's going to be fine. Like, it's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. So I'm either going to put it all on this channel, but I know a lot of people are just here for the ballet content, and that's great. So that might go a second channel. It might stay on here. I don't know. But I want to get back to literally less edited videos, you guys. I'd rather come on here and let's chat and let's actually talk, rather than me spend 40 minutes filming a video and 4 hours editing it to like do the cuts and like, you know, because it's like like it takes so much time and overlays and this and that. Like, let's be real. So yeah, let me know. Do we want to put it all on here? Because like, some of you are just here for the ballet content and you're like, I really don't care that you don't get Botox, or I don't care about your skincare routine, or I don't care about aging gracefully, or, you know, that's fine. Let me know. But yeah, so that's what's happening. YAGP next week. That's always a fun time. Finals is fun. It's a lot. It's a lot. And this year specifically, I got my schedule yesterday and I was like, oh, all right. So, I'm judging a lot and teaching a couple classes, not very many, and then hosting, for the past 4 years, have hosted the final rounds here on YouTube. It's on the YAGP YouTube channel. So I'll intro it. And then this year I'm going to be a little more involved. We're not going to talk over the dancers because we tried that last year and it didn't work. But I'll be talking in between the dancers. So if you guys want to see the final rounds of YGP, they're on that channel. And then I'm involved with awards as well. So I moved in here just because now I'm doing my makeup and the sound is better in here. So the thing with this channel, and this is kind of what I've been coming to over the last year, I have been on here for 12 years. And I do have a huge wealth of knowledge now, having taught for so many years and been in this business and been on and off the stage and coached. And so the way I try and formulate this now is from a 37-year-old perspective. I think, again, I was trying to be the 25-year-old TikToker, like, I can't do that. It's not me. So the authentic voice on here now, I have a sort of 2-lane purpose. And this is one of the things I'm very passionate about, because I think in order for ballet to continue to find new audiences and to not only survive but thrive, we have to, this is something we've been saying for years, we have to bring in more people. So my 2-lane process here is, first of all, bringing you into ballet. So if you don't know much about it, I want to make it less scary. I want to make it joyful. Part of that is poking fun of ourselves as dancers, like my little shorts on here about counting and things. Like, and if you miss that short, it's like we can't count it to 10. We have to count to 8. So it's like joy and making fun of ourselves and the themed classes, and just kind of like, if you feel this world is scary, let me make it unscary for you. But then the other lane is, once you're in it, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to not only the bad stuff, because oftentimes it does look on here that I'm like, but it's true. Like the ballet world is rough. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But also like the deconstructions, and like, here's how to appreciate it. Here's what you're looking at. Because for me, if I'm watching some sort of sport I don't understand, I find it so helpful to have somebody telling me what I'm looking at. The truth-telling content, the dark side of ballet, how it really is, because, the ballet world is very good at making you believe that it's all perfect and wonderful. And yeah, we're all inclusive now and everything's great and we don't traumatize our students anymore. So there's also that element, both the dark and the, look, you're at the ballet now, here's what you're looking at. Notice the guy's hands when he's partnering. Do you notice his feet? Did you see this transition? That's why the deconstructions are some of my favorite videos to do. My storytelling, I still have so many stories. So that's my 2-lane, not 2-lane university, but 2-lane formula now for this channel. Bringing you in, showing you the joy, showing you the ballet doesn't have to be scary for you to appreciate it. But then once you're in, let me show you what you're looking at, and let me also tell you some of the realities. So it's like bringing you in and bringing ballet to you and bringing you to ballet is sort of how I want to do this. I have a feeling I'll do more themed classes. I know you guys are asking for some. Talk about time and edits though, you guys. Anytime there's a ballet class on here that I've done, it's a lot. It's a lot to do. But the other thing that definitely you're going to get on here, I don't have a tripod currently. Oof, sorry. I could get a tripod, but I'd rather talk to you. I finally, after 12 years, put my money where my mouth is, and I am doing some ballet class albums. They're not quite ready. I have 3 tracks to go. There's going to be a main, like my big one is going to be split into 2, and I'll talk about that when it comes out, because I'm also doing hard copies for those of you that are old school, and I want the digital to match the hard copy. And doing hard copies, there's a track limit and all that stuff. So there's the main like ballet class, album, 31 tracks, so proud of it. But I'm doing a third, because that one's gonna be in 2. I'm doing a point class. I'm gonna start doing point class albums, because for those of you that don't know, I play the piano. I've played the piano since I was 9. But there are no albums for point class. And teachers, like self included, we hate the tempos. We're like, this doesn't work. This releve is too slow. This releve is too fast. So the other album I'm doing is a point class. And that's the one I have 3 tracks to go on. And maybe I'll show you that process today. But I'm so proud of them. I played every single one of them. Did I play them straight through without errors? Nope. And that's the beauty of recording your own albums. Delete, 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 try again. But I did play every single one of them. They are not AI'd at all. It is me. And I'm so proud of them. I'm so happy I waited 12 years, because now they are ones that I truly stand behind. Having taught now for 15 years, I know what I like in class. I know what people like in class. I know, being both the dancer and the teacher, what works, what doesn't. So the minute those are done and ready to go, I will let you know. And I'm so incredibly proud of them. It was worth the wait, because now I know what I'm doing. So that's the next thing. The other project I'm working on, we're not quite ready to release it yet, but it's going to be another big online platform to do. Stay tuned. But yeah, I'm in a good spot. I want to come on here, whether it's all on this channel or 2 channels, and be authentic, and let's chat. And unless it's a video that requires really heavily edits, that was not good English at all. Let's try that again. Unless it's a video that needs to be heavily edited, there we go. I might just like push record and upload, seriously. Whether it's skincare or vlogs or this and that. Yeah, whether I do it all on here or we do a separate channel for those of you that really are into the non-ballet side of things. I'm trying to respect everyone. Yeah, we'll see. I haven't decided that yet, but albums are coming. That's my thoughts. We have now been on YouTube for 12 years. And yeah, I'm what's called, and this is sort of the research I've been doing. I'm a legacy channel, kind of one of the OGs, and you can't rely on that anymore. I was relying too much on the fact that I have 352,000 subscribers, but like my views were abysmal. And I was like, what the heck? And it's because I was relying on that. So we got to change with the times, and authenticity is key now. And so that's the new game plan. And I love you all. And if you have questions, if you want us to have chats about things, let me know. If you missed, and this is very, very important to me, adult summer intensives. If you missed that video, it's right there. You can click to watch. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.